Here is the shloka. Vimaya Koshtavakrastu Sarva Anrita Vinashakrit. Vimaya Ko Ashtavakra. Ashtavakra means eight-faced. Ashtavakra Maharudra. Ashtavakrastu Sarva, all. Anrita. Anrita is the catchword. The catchword for us over here is Anrita. This is the catchword. Vinashakrit. Anrita. Ritam vadishyami. Ritam vadishyami, Satyam vadishyami are the two promises we make in the morning when we do our Shanti Pata. Right? When you do the Shanti Pata, you are always saying Ritam vadishyami, Satyam vadishyami. So that means I will follow the Rita and I will follow the Satya. The two things I will follow properly. Now here, this particular Ashtamukhi is for Rita, for order, for what is right, for doing the right thing, being righteous all the time. Rhythm is very, very important. And the eighth house gives us debts which are coming from Anrita. And the Devata who is delivering this is Nirriti. You can see that, Nirriti. Or Rahu's Devata is Nirrita. From Nir, Nir means no, Nir means no, Riti is the Shakti, Rita is the season, the order. Nirriti is disorder. The giver of disorder, the goddess of disorder. This Rahu symbolizes disorder. And who can balance this Rahu? Ketu can balance Rahu. So who is the Devata of Ketu? Ketu's Devata is Ganesha. So therefore, Vasu, Ashtavasava, Ashtavasava, the eight lights. He who protects the eight lights or the eight sources of light. There are eight sources of light, and the one who is protecting the eight sources of light is Vasu Murti. Vasu Murti, the protector of the light. Now, I am giving you this word. I want you to research this word, Vasu Murti. Another Devata as a Devata is Vinayaka. Vinayaka, that is Ganesh. The second Devata, this is A and the B. The second Devata, the inner Devata is Tripurantaka. Tripurantaka. This is a form of Shiva called Tripurantaka. He is a destroyer of the Daksha Yajna. Who destroyed the Daksha Yajna? It is Bhairava who destroyed the Daksha Yajna. And so we realize that look, Daksha Yajna is rebirth. Daksha Yajna causes rebirth. We are being born again and again and again because of this eighth house. Eighth house is long-term disease. Eighth house is Roga for the Lagna. It's a Roga. It's a disease associated which causes the Lagna to come again and again. In Jyotish, we look at the eighth house, and for different Lagnas, we have different kinds of Roga. Different kinds of Roga. For Mesha Lagna, you look at the eighth house, it is Vrishchika. The lord of that is Mars. You can say Krodha Roga, you have an anger disease. Or Ketu, you make too many mistakes. Too many mistakes all the time. For Vrishabha Lagna, Jupiter is the lord of the eighth house. Jupiter is Dhanakaraka. So you have a greed, you have a Roga for wealth. It is a disease. For Meena Lagna, eighth house is Tula. Tula is Shukra. What is Shukra telling us in Tula? Get married, get married. So Meena has a big problem. He wants to get married and married and married. Arre, how many times will you marry? Is marriage everything for you? What sort of a disease is this here? Your brain cannot think of anything other than this disease. It is a disease. It is a disease. You cannot deny it. It is a disease. Everybody is having disease in this 8th house. And because of this 8th house, we are being born and again and again. And because of the 8th house, we are getting terrible diseases, and we think disease of the body is the only disease. Oh no, there are bigger diseases coming from all sorts of desires. The 8th house can give you full longevity free from every disease. That is the power of the 8-mukhi Rudraksh. It is a Ganesh Rudraksh. It is a fantastic Rudraksh. It grants moksha. See, Ketu is moksha karaka. Right? So he can even grant moksha. It is a fantastic Rudraksha. Everybody can use this Rudraksha. Everybody. We all have this disease. And Tripurantaka. Who is Tripurantaka? It is Shiva. And why is he killing the 3 cities? Somebody said these 3 cities are Bhuloka, Bhuvaloka, Swargaloka. No, 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 no. That is wrong. The 3 cities are not Bhuloka, Bhuvaloka and Swargaloka. Please, we will study the Jyotish of that properly. But Tripura, 3 is 3. Pura means cities. Antaka, the destroyer, who will finally destroy the Tripuras, is Shiva. And how he does it, we will come to that. Now let us see the bija for Vinayaka, for Ganesh. If I have to worship Ganesh, I should do it with the small u. Hum. See, those of you who are in the Parashar Jyotish course, year 1, you have done the Ganesha sadhanas. And there you see this hum, this small u is the small u, and the big u you have learned as this is the left and this is the right trunk of Ganesh. See, this is the left trunk and that is the Dirgha is the right trunk. Hum, this is Marana, killing. Left, Damana, suppress the evil. Don't kill him. Why do you want to kill something? Everything has to exist in this world. Don't kill. That attitude is wrong. Damana, suppress it. Let it go. Hum, Om Hum Namah, 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 or just Hum, Hum, small. Hum, small. Not Hum, Oh. See, that's a long one. No. Hum, Hum, Hum. The U has to be small. Can be long. Hum, hum. See that? So be very careful while doing this bija. Don't make it long. Om hum namah. Om hum namah. Om hum namah. Close your mouth. Om hum namah. Om hum namah. If you close your mouth, the will be very small. Okay? And for Tripurantaka, Om Ham Namah. Om Ham Namah. Om Ham Namah. Om Ham Namah Shivaya. Om Ham Namah Shivaya. Om Ham Namah Shivaya. Om Ham Namah Shivaya. Like that, right? So it is Tripurantaka with the Ashta Vakra Rudraksha. You can do these mantras. Every evil of Anrita, disorder. Guruji, I can do puja one day, I cannot do puja another day. Get the 8-mukhi Rudraksha so that you have some order in your life. I can do yoga one day, next day my body is paining, I cannot do yoga. Get the 8-mukhi Rudraksha and do yoga every day. I can do fasting on one day, the next day, 1 week, and the next week I forget to do fasting. Get the 8-mukhi Rudraksha and be regular with your fasting. I study one day, then I forget and I'm too busy doing something else. Get the 8-mukhi Rudraksha, allocate a certain time for study and study every day. You see, what the 8-mukhi will do, it will give you yoga. You will be a very disciplined person. You will become a perfect human being. You want perfection, you want Siddhi, go to Ganesh. Ganesh will give you Siddhi like nobody else. Nobody can give Siddhi like Ganesh. He is the perfect giver of Siddhi. The whole of Maharashtra, they worship him, Siddhi Vinayak. They get very disciplined. And that is the reason why they are so successful in Bombay. Bombay is always successful and rich because of the Siddhi, because they accomplish the job, because they are disciplined. So, eight-mukhi Rudraksha is not only, it also destroys many diseases, protects you like anything. Okay, let us understand Tripurantaka Shiva. Taraka, there was an asura called Taraka, which we read about when we were doing the six-mukhi Rudraksha. Remember Taraka asura? He was killed by Kartikeya. Skanda or Kartikeya killed him, right? Sixth house asura. So Kartikeya killed him. But he had three sons. Tarakaksha, Kamalaksha, and Vidyunmali. These three sons were there. So the three sons realized that, okay, Kartikeya was able to kill our papa because these three brothers, they were also three brothers, they were not united. They were fighting with Kartikeya one after the other because each guy wanted to show that I am more powerful. Okay, so because of that, Kartikeya was able to kill them. But we will not do that. We will cooperate with each other. So this is evil forces cooperating. Three evils are cooperating. Tarakaksha, see, Taraka Asura. Taraka Asura, his son is Tarakaksha, Kamalaksha and Vidyunmali. Anyway, so they live in three aerial lokas. They are three aerial lokas. What do you mean by aerial lokas? Aerial lokas means no body. They do not have a body. That means they are not graha. They are not in graha. And that converge once in 1,000 years. Sahasranama is the hint over here. So if you do Shiva Sahasranama, then these three lokas will converge for you. Now when they prevent, what do? They prevent the Rina from ending. Your debts are never going to end. Never. So if the debt is not going to end, they continue to torture you birth after birth. Now what happens when they converged in that 1,000 years? Lord Shiva, he was waiting. Lord Shiva was waiting. Ganesha went to Shiva and told him, you got to do something about this. You got to do something about this. Shiva said, don't worry. He made a chariot. This chariot is Bhuloka. With Bhuloka, he made the chariot. The sun is one wheel of the chariot. The moon is the other wheel. Can you see the two wheels? The sun wheel, and there are only two wheels. It's like a scooter. It's like a scooter. It's like a scooter. It has only got two wheels. A back wheel, which is Surya, and the front wheel, which is Chandra, or maybe the two wheels were like this. And this was attached to the horses. I'm not sure. So he mounted this chariot made out of Bhuloka, and with Surya and Chandra were the two wheels. And this chariot moves upwards. That is Ketu. You see that? Ketu caused the chariot to move upwards, to fly in the sky. Then Shiva picked up his bow and his arrow. Who was the charioteer? The charioteer is Brahma. You see, Brahma is the charioteer. His charioteer is Brahma. What does Brahma mean? Veda. You see this out here? The charioteer Brahma, that is the Veda. So the three invisible area cities are called Bhuva, Hora, and Ghatika Lagnas. They are not visible in Jyotish. They are not visible. You cannot see them. They are mathematical points. They are mathematical points in the air which are not visible, and they are there all the time. They are there all the time. You have a lagna. We all have a lagna. Lagna is connected to the Brahmarandra. That is the truth. But we don't know, but we don't live by that. You see, there is a lagna and there is a bhava lagna. This is satya, this is asat. You see the difference between the two. And from there we get a hora lagna. Hora lagna. What does hora lagna talk about? Wealth. Which is a lie. Don't you understand it? You don't own anything in this planet. It's a big lie, big fat lie. And then another Ghatika Lagna, power. Become the prime minister, become this, become that. I mean, this is absurd. I just got promoted. What is going on? It's such a big lie. We are living three big lies. And these three big lies are coming from Tarakaksha, Kamalaksha, and Vidyunmali. Tarakaksha is like Bhava Lagna. Kamalaksha is like Hora Lagna. And Vidyunmali is like Ghatika Lagna. Three big lies, three big fat lies. And these merge, they merge at sunrise and sunset only. Only at sunrise and sunset are these three exactly aligned. But still, there is a little bit of misalignment. A little bit of misalignment is there because of the sunrise, the rays of the sun reaching earth after 5 minutes or 4 minutes from the moment the center disk, I mean the tip of the disk and the center of the disk, there is a thing over there. So that is why there is a misalignment. So we need to overcome the Bhuva Lagna, the Hora Lagna, the Ghatika Lagna. We need to stop running after power, stop running after money, and stop running after reputation. Oh, people like me, people think great about me. It doesn't matter. You will die. After that, you think anybody will remember you? I mean, unless your name goes into a calendar, like, Gregorian calendar. The Christian calendar is actually Roman calendar. It is very, very interesting. If you see Christianity, they follow what is called the Roman calendar. And who are the Romans? Romans are the ones who murdered Christ. The people who murdered Jesus Christ, the Christians are following their calendar. How interesting. Why are the Christians following the calendar of the people who ended up murdering Jesus Christ? I don't know. Their top people, their priests are telling them to follow that. How is that calendar? Look at August. August comes from Augustus Caesar. July from Julius Caesar. Did you know that the names of the calendar, months of the calendar are coming from Roman emperors? October. From where did October come? October has come from Octavius Caesar. Pathetic fellows. They have no respect for Jesus Christ and they are expecting moksha. So let us be very clear. We have to get out of these Bhuva Lagna, Hora Lagna, Ghatika Lagna. And that is possible at sunrise or sunset only. That is why sunrise and sunset are called Sandhya. And at Sandhya times, we are advised to do meditation because at that time, Lord Shiva It's a moment. There is only one moment. For one moment, these three cities, you see these three cities. This is one city, this is the second city, and this is the third city. These three cities will converge in one line. And then Lord Shiva has this powerful bow called the Pinaka. This Pinaka is the ninth house of Dharma. It has the strength of Dharma. This Pinaka is made from Mount Meru. Mount Meru is the Pinaka. The bow of Lord Shiva is mighty like the Mount Meru. The bow string, the string of the bow, this is the Naga called Vasuki. This is his head of Vasuki called Rahu, and this is the tail of Vasuki we call Ketu. What are these Rahu, Ketu in my horoscope? Rahu and Ketu in my horoscope and in your horoscope are the head and the tail of Vasuki Naga. Why Vasuki Naga? Why not Sesha Naga? Because Rahu and Ketu are actually nodes of the moon. These are nodes of the moon. And Vasuki is moon Naga. Sesha is sun Naga. So does the sun also have Rahu Ketu? Yes, it does. Does Mercury have Rahu Ketu? Yes, it does. How many Rahu Ketus are there totally? There are 9 Rahus and 9 Ketus in a horoscope. Then why are we only studying 2? Because that is enough to torture us. Okay. Today I talked about something very advanced. So leave it. We don't use it. We don't need it. It's too confusing. The bowstring is Nagaraja Vasuki. So this string must be strong. If the string is going to, because the string has to be very strong and it has to be pulled by the strength of Shiva. Pulled by the strength of Shiva. Then there is an arrow. Only one arrow is there. You can only release one arrow. That is all that you can do at that moment. And that arrow is Vishnu. So it is a name of Vishnu. And since it is only one arrow, you are allowed to use only one arrow. It has to be a single name only. Only a single name. You cannot do Rama Krishna. It's not going to work. You can say Ram. That's fine. You can say Krishna. That is fine. You can say Nrsimha. That is fine. You can say Varaha. Any one name of Vishnu. You can even say Achyuta. That is also fine. But that arrow is Vishnu. That arrow has to be released at that moment when these three are coming together. If you do that, then you will be free from all your debts. And the only time you can do that is at sunrise and sunset. At no other time are these three cities going to come together. So you have to practice. So basically, you got to get up before sunrise, be ready, do the whole Shiva sadhana, prepare the chariot, Bhuloka, put the wheels of the chariot, sing the Veda mantras by which Brahma will sit on the chariot, get the Pinaka bow ready by doing your Dharma mantras, then put the bowstring over there by doing the Naga mantras, then worship this Tripurantaka Shiva with the Shiva mantras, and then at that moment you should be reciting just one name. Vishnu, Vishnu, Vishnu. That's it. You observe the hit is with a single arrow that destroys all the cities. You will not be given a second arrow. You will not be given a second chance. There will be one chance and one arrow. In the Hindus, we believe in jhatka, one shot killing, painless kill. If you have to kill somebody, if you have to kill something, it has to be jhatka. You cannot cause pain. Not halal. We don't believe in halal. Gradual, extremely painful death. No, we don't believe in that. Torture is not a good thing. It causes your own mind to get corrupted. If you continue to torture creatures, your mind will become very badly corrupted. So that is the big difference you must understand. Okay. It was necessary. Navamukhi. Navam is 9. Mukhi, or the 9-faced Rudraksha. Ram Rudraksha, I call it. Okay. Bhairavo. Naravakro. It's not Nara. It should be Nava. 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 Okay. Bhairavo Navavakrastu Shiva Sayujya Dayaka. Wow. Shiva Sayujya Dayaka. What a ultimate, huh? Any of the 4 devatas for this particular Rudraksha. There are 4 devatas for this. One is Kala Bhairava. Second one is Kapila, Muni, Odisha. Third is Durga or Navadurga. And fourth is Maheshwari. Any of these 4 devatas are associated with these Rudrakshas. That is the A. B is Maheshwari. What this 9 does, it gives you power, it gives you position, it gives you status, like Sarveshwara Shiva. That is the second devata. You see that B? That is Sarveshwara Shiva. Shiva Sayujya. Sayujya is a kind of moksha. There are 5 types of moksha, of which Sayujya moksha is one of the type. In Shiva Mahapuran, we will be learning about the 5 types of moksha, and you must remember that this 9 Mukhi gives particularly Sayujya moksha. So therefore, Sayujya, what is Sayujya moksha? Sayujya comes from the word Ayudha or weapon. This weapon can be the bow of Shiva, like Rama. You see that Rama is holding the Sayuj, the bow of Rama. It has to do with 9th house, Sagittarius, Jupiter, or the Trishula, the trident of Shiva, which has to do with 5th house, Leo, or the Sun. So these 2 are the Jyotish level information that we are having about the moksha. Okay. Now, Kala is time, Bhairava. So you can see that the bow is Pinaka, the bow. So the 9th house represents the bow. Sagittarius has to be seen and Jupiter has to be seen in the horoscope. If Jupiter is very, very powerful, the bow is very powerful. If on the other hand, the sun is very powerful, the sun is granting the moksha, then you know it is the trident which is granting the moksha. They are different things. The trident of Shiva has 4 critical points. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. And the 4th point is here at the bottom. So there is something called in the nakshatra, in my book Brihat Nakshatra, you should read about the Shula. It has to do with the nakshatras. Huh? There are different grahas in different parts of this nakshatra. Out here there are grahas, out here there are grahas, out here there are grahas in each of the arms, and this there is one graha out there. So nakshatras are all over. This Trishula is nothing but nakshatra mandala. This Trishula is a nakshatra mandala. Did you know that? So if you know the Trishula of your horoscope and you know the third from the Arudha Lagna, so you know exactly in which nakshatras you can die. Okay, Sayujya is one of the types of moksha. So this particular Rudraksha is very, very good for Sayujya moksha. It is very good for worshipping Bhairava, very, very good for worshipping Bhairava or any of the forms of Durga. Normally, Bhairava and Durga are always connected. Wherever Durga will be there, Bhairava will be there. They are connected. Kapila Muni is connected with Sarveshwara Shiva. Anyway, so here are the mantras, the Bija mantras for this, particularly when you are doing the Kala Bhairava and the Durga. Om Hrim. Do you see Hrim? Hrim is Durga. Hum Bhairava. Om Hrim Hum Namah. Om Hrim Hum Namah. Om Hrim Hum Namah. So Om is Shiva, Hrim is Durga, Hum is Bhairava, Nama. So Bhairava is always with Durga, always. He is the protector of Durga. So therefore he follows Durga. He is after Durga. Shiva, Durga, Bhairava, and then Nama. Om Hrim Hum Nama. This is for the part A. Part B. Sarveshwara Shiva. Om Hring Namah Shivaya. Om Hring Namah Shivaya. Om Hring Namah Shivaya. This is for the part B, Sarveshwara Shiva. He is the Lord of all souls. Okay, so that much is sufficient, I think. So you understood the 9 Mukhi. I think I'm rushing. Maybe I'm tired.